What's up, y'all? Bring you guys another video. So as we all know, there's a big fight coming on the 23rd of April, April 23, 2022, live over at the Wembley Stadium. The fight between Tyson Fury and Dillian Whyte. WBC heavyweight title will be on the line to be shown live on ESPN pay-per-view here in the USA and BT Sport box office in the UK. So anyway, they had their first press conference today, earlier today, to promote this fight. Dillian Whyte was a no-show. He did not show up for whatever reason. I know he's trying to play some mind games, but in my opinion, he should be showing up to stuff like this. That's not to say anything. I mean, look at Deontay Wilder. He showed up to the press conferences, and he barely spoke. He had his earphones on, and at least he showed up. Dillian Whyte, on the other hand, it looks like he won't be showing up for anything. A lot of people bring up the argument that why should he show up? He's getting paid the same whether this fight sales or not. But still, man, I feel like Dillian Whyte should do his best to promote this event, for the good of the sport. Honestly, I think Dillian Whyte showing up will help the sport a little bit more, with the media covering it. But anyway, it is what it is. During the press conference, Tyson Fury was quoted saying, and I quote, he said, "This is the final fight of my career. I'm retiring after this. $150 million in the bank, healthy, young. I'm going to buy a massive yacht abroad. I'm retiring. I'm out. This is my final fight. I'm done." And will this actually be his final fight? I mean, he said it. He said stuff like this before, saying that he's going to retire, this and that. It did not happen. He laid out his plans before, saying that he plans to fight Dillian Whyte, Usyk, Joshua, and now here he is all of a sudden saying that he would retire after this fight. And do I think he will? I don't think so, but you never know. I mean, if he wins, a lot of millions in the bank, retiring on top with a win, can't blame him. Boxing, after all, is a very dangerous sport. But as a boxing fan, there are still plenty of fights out there for Tyson Fury that I would love to see. Two fights in particular, and that's a fight with Alexander Usyk and Anthony Joshua, who are planning to do a rematch sometime this year. But as of right now, Usyk, he's in Ukraine, his home country, defending it. As we all know, there's a Russian invasion currently going on over in Ukraine, and Usyk is there defending his home country. As for AJ, who knows what he plans to do. He wants the rematch with Usyk, so he's still waiting on Usyk. And hopefully Usyk, wish nothing but the best for Usyk. Hopefully he stays safe and his family stays safe, and hopefully this war in Ukraine ends ASAP. And those are the two fights I'd like to see for Tyson Fury before he retires. The heavyweight division is packed with talent. Other fights that I'd like to see Tyson Fury in is Andy Ruiz or Joe Joyce or Hergovich, but Tyson Fury has indicated retirement for how many times now, and if he does fight again after this fight, I just hope it's against the winner of Usyk versus Joshua. But we'll see, man. We'll see. And if he does retire, do you think Tyson Fury right now has the resume to become a Hall of Famer with retiring undefeated? Let's say he wins his fight against Dillian Whyte, he would be 32-0. He would have big wins against Deontay Wilder and Vladimir Klitschko, and honestly, those are his only big wins. Well, Derek Chisora is a good win as well. Steve Cunningham's not bad, but Steve Cunningham was more of a cruiserweight. But Tyson Fury doesn't really have a resume to be a Hall of Famer right away, but maybe sometime in the future, like not a first ballot Hall of Famer, that's for sure. But I can definitely see him being the Hall of Fame, maybe in a third or fourth try of being voted in, maybe depending on how the sport of boxing looks and depending on who retires when. But definitely not a first ballot Hall of Famer, in my opinion, if he retires. But like I said earlier, I truly hope he keeps fighting. He's 33 years old, so he's not super old. You know, a lot of boxers retire a little later than that, but you know, retiring on top with a W, with your health intact, you can't disrespect him for that. But you know, as a boxing fan, like I said, I'd like to see him fight Usyk or Joshua first before he retires. Anyway, first things first, he has to win this fight against Dillian Whyte. I think if he loses, I think he might retire. But if he wins, most likely not. But we'll see. Let me know your thoughts and comments. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And like always, have a great day. Alright, thanks.